What it do out there, y'all? How's everybody doing? What it does, what it does, y'all. Yo, I'm just sitting here in the studio, getting some new things ready. Um, it's gonna be a different kind of live. I want you guys to put in the chat any truck and insurance questions, guys. Any truck and insurance questions. I'm currently streaming on YouTube as well. I'm on YouTube. I'm on TikTok. I'm on a few different platforms right now. All right. So I see that you guys are, all over, man. So, you guys got any questions, man? Like, you know, let me know. Like, how's everybody doing out there? How's everybody doing out there in TikTok land, in Instagram land, in YouTube land? We're just gonna have a good conversation. I'm gonna bring people on if people want to get on. You know, I'm also want to help people out with any trucking insurance quotes, any trucking insurance questions. I get a lot of DMs from a lot of people from different areas. It's been a quite busy day today. Man, I've had some issues with a guy, helping him with his actual his trucking insurance. One of my mentees, she just got some new box trucks. Shouts out to her. She actually just got a brand new cargo van, so that was cool. I think that's real cool. Anytime anybody come to me and they figure out how to get this insurance and finish the bag, I'm all with it. You did. I'm all with it, man. I'm all with it, guys. Yeah, man. But we tapped in, man. It's just a raining Monday here in Atlanta. Um, I'm over here, man, just contemplating like the current market we're in. I've been getting a lot of people come to me and they just like, oh man, the market's so bad, or the market's so this. I want to know, like, for the average person out there, what the market's doing. Like, are you eating in this market, or are you just barely, scraping the ground? Because I'm hearing different things. I'm hearing different things, man. I'm hearing, you know, from my people in Texas. I don't know what it is about Texas. I'm hearing that the market is great. I'm hearing there's nothing wrong with the market. But I'm also hearing from my people back up in Georgia. They're like, oh man, bro, the market ain't what it used to be. Oh man, bro, the market ain't where it used to be, or where it needs to be. And I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's really hard for me to decipher, really where the market needs to be for you guys to win. It's hard for me to say. But I will say this though. We're projecting 2026 to be a great market. I know that in the insurance realm, a lot of different carriers are preparing for it. I know in the insurance world, everybody's positioning themselves for the gap of what the need for truckers is going to cause. It's always going to be a cause and effect. And once again, I'm live stream on YouTube as well. So we're on YouTube, we're on Instagram, we're on TikTok right now. We just kind of get a feel for this live thing. But man, yeah, man. While we're live, um, I'm gonna see something in the chat. See if anyone's in the chat. You know, hey man, it's a beautiful thing, bro. Best trucking insurance. Great sign. I try to do these things more than often, right? Um, it's imperative, obviously, that I get online and that I talk to people and that we go live and that we, have a discussion. But I'm just still curious about the current market. So I'm gonna play some stuff. Play some stuff about Sing. Um, I'm interested in the guy who got arrested, you know, for the trucking incident over there in, was it California? Huggies double grip strips versus. They don't pay me, so I'm not gonna play that. Let's see.
Like this dash cam video of a chain reaction crash that left 3 people dead on a California highway, now at the center of an investigation and the debate over immigration. The driver behind the wheel of a tractor-trailer facing charges of vehicular manslaughter while intoxicated for causing that horrific crash on the 10 freeway east of Los Angeles. 21-year-old Jashanpreet Singh of India was driving with a valid California commercial license, but ICE officials say he was in the country illegally. It comes months after another deadly crash in Florida. The Department of Homeland Security says this driver, also with a California commercial driver's license and in the country illegally, allegedly made a reckless U-turn on the Florida Turnpike, causing a crash that also killed 3 people. California officials say that driver in Florida had a work permit at the time he was issued a license. Tonight, this latest crash in California is under federal investigation. And among the victims killed, a high school basketball coach and his wife. And tonight, the White House weighing in.
These tragedies are following a disturbing pattern of these criminal illegal aliens being issued commercial vehicle licenses. And so, yes, the Department of Transportation is absolutely cracking down on that.
And Florida's Attorney General is now asking the Supreme Court to prevent states like California from issuing commercial driver's licenses to people in the country illegally, saying it's a matter of public safety. Matt Gutman, ABC News, Los Angeles.
So they're going to increase a crackdown on these non-CDL drivers. I'm sorry, not these illegal immigrant drivers. Forgive me, guys. I'm on several different platforms. I got through out for a second. So my whole thing about this is, man, you know, if there's a true crackdown, if there's a true, you know, pause on this new idea of the illegal immigrant trucker, will it benefit American truckers? Will it benefit American truckers? That's my whole thing, bro. Like, they always talk about, oh, we cracking down. We making sure that, you know, the truck drivers out here gonna survive. Man, bro, in order for us to make it great again, bro, the market is going to have to be strengthened through people getting out, and the market's going to be strengthened through people having a barrier of entry getting in. Two ways. And I find too often that on this social media world, we all competitive. Oh, man, you know, you guys ain't doing that rate mile. Oh, man, you don't know your CPN. Oh, man, you ain't pre-tripping. But we ain't talking about, you know, making a halt for somebody to get in. We talking about all the wrong things. Y'all talking about all the wrong things, bro. Y'all talking about all the wrong things, bro. All the wrong things. Y'all talking about, you know, I'm not mad at brokerage transparency because my man CDL loves broker transparency. I'm not mad at education because my man Marcus likes education. All right? I'm talking about the barrier of entry. I talk about it being hard for you to get in this industry. I'm talking about it becoming real again. And I don't think until, you know, it becomes real again, because it used to mean something, bro, to be a truck driver. It used to mean something to, you know, get your coffee and get up in the morning and go get a load, bro. You go get a load and you're delivering a load in a day, you're making $700 a day. It used to mean something. And I'm sorry, like, for those of us who want the quickest fix to selling drugs in terms of on-demand, cash-on-hand delivery, is trucking. In a lot of ways, it can seem like quick money. But we know quick money ain't good money. But I'm just saying, you know, it used to mean something. It did when you were a truck driver. It used to mean something, bro. And I just think the market's changed. I don't know what the market, you know, it used to mean something to me getting up in the morning. And I get up in the morning and I'll go get me a coffee. I get my load. I'm delivering the load. Let's say it's in South Carolina. I got a $700 load in South Carolina. After I dropped the load in South Carolina, I'm coming back to Georgia, bro. Maybe sometime the same day, I'm making $1,500 in a day. After fuel, it may be $1,200. It used to mean something, bro. So, this is my outlet. Whether it's 2 people on here, 2,000 people on here, bro. Like, I'm just saying, like, the market used to mean something. It used to mean something to actually be in this game, you know. And right now, it's a conundrum because the truth of the matter is, it's hard to get insurance. It's hard to get insurance, bro. You don't think I meet people all the time that tell me how hard it is to get insurance, how bad they shit fucked up? You don't think I meet people all the time that tell me that they didn't get renewed, and somebody over here say 2,500 a month, 3 grand a month. I meet people all the time, bro, that say this, bro. Like, this is a common thing. It's a common thing for people to come to me and be like, man, I'm paying $2,500 a month for insurance. I'm back, brother. I'm back, man. I'm back, brother. What it do? What it do? Put some questions in the chat so I can shoot. You feel me? But I'm just talking like it used to mean something to me because I come from trucking. I'm an insurance agent that was actually a trucker. I'm an insurance agent that was actually I own trucks. When we say we were a trucker, that's fair. I was a boss so long, bro. Like, I didn't think it was nothing. It's a part of my personality in regards to who I was as a trucker. I was really more of a boss than I was an insurance agent for trucking. So my perspective lies in me owning trucks, me knowing the market, me being in the market, and me seeing everybody got their ups and downs. I'm seeing people got ups and downs in the market. Okay, buddy doing driving and ain't pushing that. Okay, buddy doing flatbed. He making money, but his truck got wear and tear. Okay, I got a buddy over here doing containers. All right, he eating. All right, let me see. I can get plugged in over here. Or I never really touched reefer because I don't like the wait time. Cool. That's just this is my appetite for freight. That's my appetite because when I was in it, I ain't like waiting no 10, 12 hours to get loaded, bro. Like, that's not cool to me. It's not cool to me. So when I talk to y'all, bro, and I know my insurance listening to this, when I talk to y'all, bro, just y'all talking to somebody who I might drive better than y'all too. No, just no offense. I was a driver too. I slick might drive to y'all better than y'all. Just being real. I drove for so long over the road before I became an insurance agent in trucking. I'm able to relate for a lot of times that niggas go through shit. And I'm not about to come on here, bro, and be politically correct because that's how a nigga talk. You feel me? I'm just here to be real. But I want some questions, man. I want some questions. I want something to shoot on. You know? I've been talking to some of my insureds. They've been telling me about how bad the market is. I got a question for guys. Because I'm going to clip this up. And I want to ask it correctly. You guys who are new to the industry, you're a new venture. That means you're brand spanking new. Like you're just stepping in. You have a new DLC number. Maybe you got 4 or 5 years of experience. What are you doing? What are you doing to haul loads? How are you securing loads? I'm very curious because a lot of my clients would come to me and they're like, "Oh man, I'm a new guy. It's hard for me to get loads, bro. It's always been hard for new guys to get loads. It's always been hard. You're supposed to get into this and say, hey, I'm a new guy. I'm leasing somebody. I'm going to work on a dispatcher, or I'm going to work with a broker. So when I get in, I'm going to be like, hey, I can run with them because they know me. You guys, the whole time when you're new, you're supposed to be building relationships. Why aren't we doing it anymore? Are we just getting out here and winging it? So that's a genuine question. Like, all the new guys, what are you doing starting out from day one your authority starts to pro and secure loads? What if you want to work outside of a car? Okay, it's possible. I know people who do roadside mechanics. I know people who do roadside services, changing tires. I know a guy I insured who was doing roadside services out of a Dodge Charger, and his insurance was pretty decent with me a month. It was actually a pretty good rate. So that's a normal thing. That's a normal thing. You're not limited in logistics to just one line of logistics. My mentor, she called me this morning. She bought a 2025 cargo van. I'm like, what are you gonna do with a 2025 cargo van? She says, oh, I'm just gonna figure out how to get loads with it. But mind you, she's been in trucking 20 years. She has a fleet, so her expertise while entering the market with equipment is a little bit more precise than a lot of guys out here. Some guys just getting out here, getting a DOT and winging it, man. You get out here, you get a DOT, and you wing it. You wing it, bro. And I don't think that's a win. I don't think that's a win winging it. So I'll just tell people to come out here and be just a line of focused. I mean, and don't let dispatchers gas you guys up. Dispatchers be telling y'all, they be like, oh, I can make you 5,000 in your first week. I can make you 6,000 in your first week. I don't know if they can or not, but I want receipts. What happened to before you sign a dispatcher up, before you get an insurance agent, before you deal with a mechanic, bro? I ain't asking for receipts no more. What are we doing? We're not asking for receipts. We're just winging it. But yeah, man, this is my quick live, man. Let me see if my boy Marcus in there. My boy Marcus, he in here? Marcus, what a dude, my dog. Just on here chatting, bro. Just, the verbiage out, just talking to people. Because I had a client come to me today. And, this is probably the second or third guy who's came to me recently. And he's like, man, I got my authority, man, but, I can't get loads. You didn't think of this? You didn't think this was going to be a major requirement before you get a load? Before you actually book a load, you didn't think it was going to be a requirement that you might to know what kind of freight you're going to haul? That's all I'm saying, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the angle. I don't know the angle, bro. I don't know the angle, man. I don't know the angle. My angle's a little bit more different. I do. My wife said she said I got a lot of confidence in myself, but I do figure shit out. So I get you guys getting in the industry and figuring shit out. That's all cool and dandy, but I think it's very important to say that if we're going to be entering a new industry and you're going to pay $5,000, $6,000 down, have at least what kind of freight you're going to haul. Have the driver and trailer, have everything in order. So when you do come to me for insurance, it's sweet. All right, and I'm experiencing, if you're in certain parts of certain states, I have really good numbers. Like, Georgia, just pretty much all Georgia, because Georgia's my backyard. South Carolina. Let's say you come to me and you're cleaning South Carolina or North Carolina or is it Alabama? The South. Your truck's about 10 grand. You're gonna pay about, man. Say your truck's 20 grand. I mean, you're gonna pay about, I don't know, 1,500 a month on a brand new venture. You're gonna be brand new paying 1,500 a month. You can't be that nowhere. You're gonna be brand new paying about 1,500 a month. And I know guys right now, nobody's getting 15 a month. They're getting like 18, 19, 20. No, not 20 grand. 2,000 a month. This is the average cost. So, man, I don't know how long I'm gonna be on here. I want to get you guys up. I want somebody to ask me some questions. I'm in here looking at the new, laws that's been they're putting more pressure down about these illegal immigrant crashes. I heard one pled guilty. Oh, good. Okay, all right. So my buddy says Neptune says, okay, what state, Neptune? I'm going to make this question into one big question so I can chop it up. Let's talk about Neptune. This is what I'm here for. You got the trucking insurance expert right here in front of you. I'm going to break it down to you, and then tell me in the chat how long you've been in business, how many trucks you got. Tell me all in the chat, all in chat, and because I'm going to answer a full question to your question. I've been in business 3 years, 2 years. I've been in business a year. I got 2 drivers. I'm in Georgia. I'm in Texas. Because I need to know where you're at to provide full context of the question you asked. I'll give you another 15 seconds to answer the full question. Because people on YouTube can't see you. So we got people live on YouTube, got people on TikTok, and I'm on Instagram. Instagram, my home base. I fuck with the gram. I ain't going nowhere without the gram. But okay. All right. Neptune didn't get back with me, so I'm going to answer Neptune's question. All right. Neptune says, I can't get insurance that will put a hot shot and a semi on the same policy. All right. He didn't emphasize whether it's a non-CDO hot shot. He said he's also said he's starting a new authority. This is my. I'm going to start all over my question. He said I'm starting a new authority. This is my second authority. I'm in Georgia. The truck is 4K, and the duty is 90K. All right. I'm going to write this down because I'm a numbers guy. I got to see numbers in front of me. I'm old school, big dog. 9 CDL. All right. We're going to get this handled. We'll get this handled today. So, okay. Mr. Neptune says, I'm a non-CDL hotshot operation out of Georgia. I'm starting an authority. My truck's 14K. The duty's 90K. I can't get insurance that will put a non-CDL hotshot and a semi-truck on the same policy. Well, that is going to be hard because non-CDL hotshot and semi-trucks, in my opinion, on a new policy for the majority of the market is like oil and water. They don't mix. For new ventures, insurance companies like to see a organized risk. They want to see one semi-truck, the one driver. They want to see one box truck, the one driver. They want to see it organized, bro, because too wide of a risk increase your opportunities for loss. And you're almost gonna lose anyway via the numbers as a new venture. It's not always, but 70% of new ventures fail. So yeah, that's why it's hard. Now the truck, I can get it insured. While it's hard, it's not impossible. You do have Progressive. You do have Geico. You do have Coverwell. You do have Berkshire. But even those, you do have National Indemnity. Even those companies are going to rate you differently because you are a new venture starting out with that widening of a risk. They just don't like it. They don't like somebody who does non-CDL, hotshot, and a semi. And if you think about it, it makes sense because a semi is a commercial driver. A non-CDL hotshot is not a commercial driver, or he doesn't have to be. Yeah. And he also says, I got 2 drivers, a CDL driver for the semi, and I'm pushing the dually. Yeah, bro. It's going to be hard. I mean, it's not possible. I do know 5 or 6 companies, but because it's such a niche category, it's going to be more. It's when it comes to non-CDL anything, it's a niche market. There's not too many insurance companies that's going to insure a non-CDL anything. Let me rephrase that. They'll insure for the personal auto side, but it's just hard to get companies that want to insure non-CDL boxes, non-CDL semis, and I believe in my personal conviction, it's associated with the risk that's involved with the companies. Yeah, yeah, it's associated with the risk that's involved with the companies. But I mean, if you do have insurance, about how much do you pay now? I'm curious about that. If you got insurance, how much do you pay now? Because, you know, I mean, it's not impossible, dude. You know, if you got your things in order, Progressive is a good person to go to. Geico a good person to go to. And even though people talk about Progressive and Geico, um, I love them for that reason because they fit your appetite. Well, you fit their appetite. But you said, hold on. You said you need UIA, and I want to answer that as well. So, first of all, it's hard to get a new company. It's hard to get an insurance company. It's hard to get a trucking company insurance. He said Geico 1700 and CDL Hotshot and CDL Hotshot. It's not bad. 1700 ain't bad. It's hard to get a new company that needs UIA insurance. Insurance companies really don't, for the most part, like to do UIA on new ventures. And I believe it's associated with a risk. About a year ago, I had a company I was pushing a lot of new ventures, UIA on, and that company is no longer around. And the thing about an insurance, I talk to my underwriters. I'm constantly talking to my underwriters, and the conversations I've had with them, they tell me they're like, man, you know, nobody wants to touch a company that's UIA and got multiple, but there's people that'll do it. There's people that will absolutely do it. I'm working with one of my insurers right now. She's renewing. She doesn't have a non-CDL hot shirt, but she do got a non-CDL box, and she do got a semi. She also got a box that has a CDL. Does a little bit more easier, but in my personal conviction, I think that insurance companies like they like obviously they like CDL drivers because they're able to underwrite them because they know they have a higher grade of standard, right? That non CDL companies don't, and that's something people don't talk about. We don't talk about the higher grade of standard of driving CDL CDL holders have compared to non CDL holders, and that's why when you go to somebody with a box truck quote, the box truck quote be damn near or sometimes more than the semi quote. You be like, damn, bro, how is my non CDL box truck $2,000 a month, bro? How is my non CDL box truck $2,100 a month, bro? So I want a CDL set up. I can get insurance with the semi and the hot shop on the same policy. You can absolutely go. Like I said, Geico, Progressive, Coverwell, Berkshire, National Indemnity. Those companies, and if you want me to quote you to those companies, I can. We have them in network. Those companies, and then here's what you want when you get a quote. You want to go to your agent and say, "Bro, I got this going on, woody woody woo," and he quote you thoroughly through the market. And it doesn't, his market. Some of these guys be two people, just being real. But my market, normally for somebody like you, at least six people, six companies I can go to. Off the rip, just six companies I can go to, depending on how long you're in business and how clean your violations are and losses is. You know, I've been meeting a lot of people. I'm gonna give you an example. I met this lady, right? She needs insurance, and I'm not talking about her bad, but she needs insurance. And bro, within 6 months, she got 5 violations. I'm like, ma'am, you're a new venture. How do you have 6 violations? No, how do you have 5 violations in 6 months? But Truck and Beauty, I seen in Texas. I'm on live. You feel me? So when I get out live, I'm gonna get to it. You feel me? I gotta get that bread. So you feel me? I need that MVR. But how are you guys, you know, been in business 6 months and got 5 violations, 5 out of services? You know, a claim. You know how? How? He said I had an insurance agent that I asked for a quote. One under my MC and one under my friend's MCs. The agent took it upon themselves to send my friend one quote and a policy change request that my friend signed. Okay, I'm gonna read that again because it's a little off. I had an insurance agent that I asked for a quote, one under my MC and one under my friend's MC. The agent took it upon themselves to send my friend one quote and a policy change request that my friend signed without my authorization and $4,000 and charged me $4,000. What did he charge you $4,000 for? Did he give your friend a quote off your DOT? If you want to come up here and speak about it, I would love for you to come up here and speak about it. I'll allow you on the platform, brother, if you want to come up here, or sister. Well, I ain't, I just want to hear what's going on. Trucking Beauty, tap in. You might need to hop on a live, Trucking Beauty. We in here cooking. I got another 30 in me now. I'm out of this motherfucker. But yeah, I don't know. So basically, I think what he's saying is that an agent charged him for insurance and gave his friend the insurance instead. That's kind of crazy because y'all would have had to sign something. That don't. You just can't give people some of your insurance. I don't follow that one. Yeah, I don't follow that one. You got to plug me in on that one. But yeah, man. I mean, listen. Is that legal? It doesn't sound legal. It doesn't sound legal at all. I'm not sure what exactly occurred because it sounds like some bull crap that's going on, and I would love to help you get to the bottom of it. You're more than welcome to come up here and talk about it. You're more than welcome, man. That's what we do. We're here to educate. We're here to captivate. We're here to win. Okay, guys? We're here to win. All right? So, man, I don't know about how many of these I'm going to do, how long. I'm actually about to go get me some tacos on mine. So, man, you guys, man, I'm out of here. This is another Trucking Questions, Q&A, Trucking Q&A, part 6. Before I leave, if anyone have any other questions, I'm going to be out of here, man. Chill. I'm out of here, man. Anybody, one last time, anybody need any more trucking questions, trucking insurance questions? I'm out of here. I got to get back to work. These are always fun. These are always informative. This is awesome, guys. I mean, I said it's my first time streaming on YouTube. I said, hold on, bro. What's the question, bro? Let me see. Never mind. All right, man. Hey, bro, tap in with me next time, bro. This was amazing, man. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I mean, I do this. Uh, I do this for you guys. Never mind. I do this for you guys. This is not about me. So I'm about to play my theme song. Wow. Wow. I'm out.